Hello BBN. Now the bomb has exploded. This is personal. Pope beat Arkansas, or rather Calipari. Did you hear that Caleb Wilson canceled his visit there? And is he closer to Kentucky now? We hope so. Let's get to the news. But first, subscribe to this channel. Calipari, known for his impressive recruiting record and his ability to attract young talent to Kentucky, seems, for the first time in years, to have found a worthy competitor. The news that Caleb Wilson canceled his visit to Arkansas after the exciting game between Kentucky and Duke is yet another indication of how close Kentucky is to securing this young talent. This decision puts Mark Pope's program in a prominent position and reinforces that the chances of getting Wilson to wear the blue and white jersey of the Wildcats have never been greater. The context couldn't be better. Wilson was up close to Kentucky's victory over Duke in the Champions Classic, a spectacle that cemented Pope's program as an emerging power. It was a display of grit and skill, and Pope showed that his team has immense potential, something that certainly left a deep impression on the five-star guard. A victory over a team like Duke isn't just a mark of success for any college program. It's a defining moment that could tip the scales in the recruitment of a coveted talent like Wilson. The cancellation is also a significant blow to Arkansas, a team that had its hopes pinned on this visit, especially at a time when Kentucky is proving to be the favorite. A trip to Fayetteville was, for many, the Razorbacks' best chance to upset the Wildcats' favoritism and make a competitive offer to the young guard. However, Wilson's decision to cancel the trip demonstrates not only a high level of interest in Kentucky, but also that Pope and his team's performance against Duke may have been the deciding factor he needed to see before making a final decision. Mark Pope, a coach who brings a new vigor and refreshing approach to the Kentucky program, has already made his mark, and this victory over Duke sent a clear message to everyone in the college basketball scene. In what appears to be the first of many big wins for Pope, he now finds himself in an unexpected rivalry with John Calipari when it comes to recruiting elite players. And by all accounts, he's winning that battle. Let's move on. How strange. Mark Stoops and his football team now face yet another challenge in the unpredictable arena of college football. With the announcement by promising wide receiver Ja'Caden Ferguson that his recruitment is 100% open again, the coach will have to reinforce his strategy to attract and retain talent. Ferguson, who originally committed to Kentucky just 5 months ago, was already seen as one of the gems of the 2025 class, and his decision is a major blow to building a competitive team for the Wildcats in the coming years. What makes Ferguson's case so relevant is his projection and potential on the field. Rated as a 4-star athlete, the young man is highly rated in the state of Texas, ranking 38th in the 2025 class, a state that has historically produced elite football talent. Ferguson is not just another athlete in the college pipeline. He brings with him a versatile style of play and a natural talent for the wide receiver position, attributes that would be a major boost to the plans of Stoops and Dykeel Shorts Jr., the wide receivers coach who is directly responsible for recruiting the youngster. Shorts, in fact, was celebrating what was his first major victory in the position in June, when Ferguson initially decided that Kentucky would be his home. College football is, in fact, a game that is played on and off the field. Ferguson's decision to open up his recruitment reflects the volatile reality of this landscape. With recent visits to LSU and enticing offers from programs such as Alabama, Georgia, Miami, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Oregon, and Oklahoma, Ferguson has the opportunity to calmly analyze the landscape and decide what best serves his interests and his career. The competition for Ferguson's talent now includes traditional and powerful programs that have been targeting the youngster since high school. For Stoops, Ferguson's departure raises questions about how effective the recruiting and retention strategy is in such a competitive environment. While the Wildcats have flourished under his leadership and have had some notable moments on the field, Kentucky is still far from being a traditional recruiting force on the national level. something that programs like Alabama and Georgia have almost automatically achieved. Kentucky needs to position itself as an attractive enough destination for talent like Ferguson to remain committed, not only for the immediate value they bring on the field, but for the long-term impact on the program's reputation. While Ferguson's decision is a disappointing turn of events, it's important to look at the bigger picture. Building a strong college program takes time, patience, and a long-term vision. Stoops has demonstrated on numerous occasions that he is a committed coach who believes in Kentucky's potential. Recruiting losses, while frustrating, are part of the process, and Ferguson's departure offers important lessons for the entire Kentucky team. Getting a player to commit early was a significant accomplishment, especially in a landscape where big programs are interested in his talent. Stoops and Short's focus now should remain on the 2025 class. It's critical to learn from Ferguson's departure and invest in approaches that communicate confidence and stability to other young talent. College football, as Ferguson illustrates, is a roller coaster of commitments and decisions, and Kentucky needs to be prepared to deal with the ups and downs of an environment that seems to grow more unpredictable with each passing season. But he barely arrived. What do you think? Let us know.